Welcome back to our channel. Okay, my name is Ifeoluwa.
I'm Oluwafemi, and this is Jasmine.
And
Come
this
on.
is Jasmine.
Jasmine, say hi. Say this is Jasmine. And together
we are called Ifemi.
Yeah, guys.
So we have a very interesting topic today, which is titled how let me just summarize the title. How our parents trained us versus Gen Z training.
Jasmine, come.
Okay, Mama, you want to feature? Okay.
Yeah. So, guys, we want to talk about how our parents trained us, like how versus how Gen Z parents trained them, or how Gen Z parents,
this generation,
our children have been trained. Yeah. So, guys, I'm going to, if you belong to our generation, like I mean, the older generation before the Jasmine, that is talking. Okay, yeah. So the thing is, we have some Jasmine now. You're not answering. Okay, yeah, we have ways that our parents trained us actually that is totally different from. Like there was a time I was telling my wife, I said, the way our parents trained us, they made us really. They made us really fear them. They made us really fear them. Like at the team like this, at the horn of my daddy's vehicle like this, we run around. Observe afternoon siesta, we sleep. Is it that we carry a book and we start reading? And we actually know we're deceiving ourselves, or we sleep. Is that you sleep or you start reading? So we actually knew we're deceiving ourselves. Why? Because if my daddy happened to watch this video, you know what I'm talking about, because he actually changed later. Like we were actually scared of him. No, like let's just be very sincere. We're actually scared of him because he's always authoritative. It doesn't make us see. It doesn't make us see the reason why he's giving us an instruction, doing things. It will just be hard on us. For me, I say you should do this, and this is what you must do.
I have a
I'm your
personal
daddy.
experience in that aspect.
You know, he used to say something. He say you came out from my body. I am your dad. I'm your dad. I did not disobey my dad. And this is what you must do. When I was young, when I was in the village, when I was in the farm, anything my dad said I should do, I do it. I do exactly what my dad said I should do. So I'm your dad. I give birth to you. You'll be authoritative. You'll be strong on it. Okay, let me allow you. I have a lot of gist.
You see, in the aspect of while growing up, I asked so many whys from my dad, and he'll be like, in fact, it got to a point all of us, like all his children will be asking, Daddy, why will you say something and then you will not tell us the reason? You will say,
like you don't deserve.
You will say it's not. The funniest thing will even say, what he will say is, it's not everything that I tell you to do that I will tell you the reason.
Exactly.
He said because it felt like we will not understand. But the thing is, what I understand is, do you know that when we begin to know, when we grew older, we begin to know the reason he asked us to do some things, we were now feeling like we wish, because at some point we will go and do those things behind him because we do not know the reason. Then the one we are growing older, we will now begin to I wish we actually did not do it. You understand? I wish we got to know this reason, because if we're able to understand the reason, we wouldn't have done those things. So the most important thing is to tell children, tell them why they should not do something. Tell them the reason. Okay, this is the reason. See, even if you think that they will not understand, you break it down, come to their level, let them understand that, okay, well, this is the consequence of what you are doing. This thing this step you want to take. Okay, this.
Jasmine, because we are featuring you in our video today, you don't want me to text. She's actually playing.
She's telling you her view.
Okay, like what she has said, our parents didn't give us reasons for the actions, for the instructions, for the things they do to us when we're young. But see, let's just opposing it like that. You cannot do this with Gen Z. Let me tell you, these children they are wiser than clap Jasmine. They're wiser than our old generation. See, let me tell you, these children have learned a lot, or they are learning a lot in the schools, right? So you cannot be firm, you cannot be so so aggressive. You cannot be so bent on do this.
Or bent on.
You have to make them see the reasons. You have to make them see reasons why they do it. So those are part of the mistakes that parents made. My dad actually realized it later. That see, the reason why some people they say, this is a child of a pastor, this is a child of a bishop, and all that. Do you know why they actually become wayward and then they are not following their parents' way? It's because of the way their parents are handling
they didn't come down to their level.
So they'll be like, you are telling me to do this, you are telling me not to do this. They don't even see the reason. They don't even see the bad thing in Jasmine now.
Why? This girl just wants attention.
They didn't let them see the reasons. I mean, their parents didn't let them see the reasons why they shouldn't do such, right? So when those children eventually have opportunity to leave the house, when they have opportunity to leave home, they start misbehaving. When they have the opportunity to leave the house, they start misbehaving. They start doing a lot of things. Like they'll be like, Shebi is just, I've finally left. See this girl. If you're watching this video and you've not subscribed,
Jasmine is telling you
to subscribe. That's what she's been saying. Subscribe to our channel. Subscribe to Ifemi TV channel. Don't subscribe without subscribing. Comment, like this video. Right? We love you. So what I was saying is what I was talking about is those children, they become wayward when they leave the house because they've been keeping it. It didn't just start. They say, this girl looks so gentle. She was decent when she was at home. It was decent when he was at home. He wasn't decent. He didn't have the forum. He didn't have the opportunity to do such. Why? Probably the parents would have even known the kind of person he or she was before he or she left the house. But because they were too firm on them, there is no this kind of, I don't know, but to me, growing up, there was no father-child relationship so much to the point that I could not even, there are some things I couldn't even approach my dad. She's putting that thing in the mouth. Will you give her this at star? There are some things I couldn't even approach. I couldn't even approach my dad about some things, like sincerely. Like it would, I'll be like, I don't know what daddy will say. I don't know what, you understand? So she wants to say something.
Yeah, and another thing is that this hard training, it makes some children hard. That is, they will just want to, and at the point, because they will not understand that it's out of love that you are doing it, they will want to rebel. They want to misbehave. And just say, okay, is this the way you want? Is this the way my parents want it? No problem. I
will even do it for them. One day I will leave this.
No, that's even for the calm children. For those ones that are very tough, they will not want to. They will say, okay, is it more than that? Do your worst then. That thing you don't want them to do, they will come into the house and they will do it in the presence of the parents.
Put it in your mouth.
That's exactly. And another thing I appreciate, one thing I appreciated about my mom in the aspect of my mom from our younger age, she told us about her own life, the disadvantage of all the actions that she took in the past when she was younger. And she told us, she opened up like there's no one she didn't tell us. She talked about sex. We were at the age of 8.
I was still going to talk about that.
8, when my mom used to tell us about sex. So while growing up, 3 times or twice, I and my sister had experienced a scenario whereby somebody wanted to take advantage of us even before we turned 10, and we already knew what it was. We understand what it is already.
Wow, you are
because
so lucky.
In our head we remember that mommy used to take our mommy to. We're not new to it because she's always telling us about it. Told us about her lifestyle. Told us about what she went through. About the consequences of the actions that she took when she was young.
You were so lucky. Okay, so my own side of that story, I'm going to talk about it. Like what even sprung up this topic. I didn't know anything called sex. Like, if you've not watched our last video, was it the last video?
Yes.
Is it the last video or the one before the one we dropped?
No,
yeah.
Like
No, not the last video. The one we dropped, the 2 videos before this one. Like, go and watch it. Like I spoke about, I didn't know anything about sex till I got to maybe JSS2. My parents never mentioned it. The first time I even had wet dreams. If my mom happened to watch this video, she would remember. She made me feel bad. She made me feel very, very, very bad. I was not happy. I had wet dreams. I didn't know the meaning too. I was so innocent. She didn't even give us any sex education, nothing. If you see how she made me feel bad, we are taking your bed sheet, go and wash it, do this.
But you know, this thing, they feel like like if they tell you, you no want to. They just want
I don't know
decency
their
for their children.
You can,
but that's not the right pattern.
Yes. People can share your thoughts about it. I don't know the reason why our parents, if you had the same experience like I had, like I don't know why our parents did not open up to us and tell us this is this, so that we will know this is this, that we should not do it.
It mostly happen with our Christian.
I got to JSS2. I was still thinking children drop from heaven like Holy Spirit. Is the one
it mostly happens to our Christian
that we impregnate, yes. That we impregnate what's it called? The wife after marriage. So I felt to those ones that they say, this one like this one got impregnated. That when a man and woman those ones are evil children. Those children will go to hellfire. I was so innocent. Like I was so innocent. What am I trying to say? Our parents did not give us sex education. So like the level to which I wasn't close to I'm close to my mom, right? The level we were not so close. They catered for education. They could go any level, any length. They prayed for us, made us go to church. I'm a church boy, and I'm still a church boy, right?
I tell you guys my story.
But they did not tell us anything about sex or anything, nothing. They were just hard on us. They were just so hard on us. It's one of but this generation that a small baby self already knows. See the lyrics of the songs that are even going around. See everything. Then the songs that we listen to, they were the bad songs. The so-called, in quotes, bad songs then were not. See the dirty lyrics of songs that we listen to now. So the whole community, the whole environment is corrupt.
It's corrupt. Everything is corrupt. So don't go and be hiding things from children. Tell them, this is it. So see, when I was growing up, my dad used to be very, very strict. For those that where we stayed before moving to the island, for those that know my dad, will know that, hey, this man, my dad was very strict to the extent.
Jasmine, let mommy talk.
To the extent that I cannot wear a top that has anything written in the front.
Can you imagine?
My dad burnt many of my clothes.
We couldn't wear jeans. Okay, let's not even do
If I get those things and bring them buy the clothes and bring them to her, he used to tell me, why are you wasting your money?
And he didn't let you see the reasons. He didn't let you see reasons for no way. That's the funny thing.
I feel like I'm in the dark. I'm just like, why? What is, when I feel like I've gotten decent clothes and I get home and then it's still seen as a worldly dress. I'm like, what is going on? I'm usually like, okay, what's going on?
Jasmine.
This guy just wants to say I own. So I'm usually like, okay, what is going on? I'm trying to understand. Can you just tell me why? And mostly when I'm in school, people call me SU in school, and when I get home, I'm not up to my parents' standard, like spiritually. You get that kind of thing, and then you feel like you are a sinner when you get home. So like growing up, I had a very tough time with my dad. Like it got to a point that we faced each other. And that I spoke out and faced him and said, what do you want from me? Do you know how old I am? I'm like, I kept talking.
You changed it.
I didn't even know where the boldness came from, but I believe that it's something that has been bottling up in me. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. It's a combination of everything that has been in my head. So that's why I'm saying that my type of person, I'm a very cool person. But for the moment, for me to come out and speak in that manner, know that it's something that has been compiling up in me. So I just like say that for children that are not, how do I put it? Maybe children that are not merciful or tough children, they will give the parents really tough time. They give them problem, give them heart attack. A parent that love you, and the parent love them because out of love they do all this for us. But they are doing it in the wrong way. Mm-hmm.
The problem is those parents actually love us, right? They loved us, right? But they didn't know the best way to, because my dad is always saying, hey, this is the way my daddy did it too. Me, I did not this before anything, like if you should watch this video, you'll just be laughing like Femi. Like before you say anything like this, you'll be saying, I did not give my daddy a headache. I did not do this. He did not make me see the reason. He didn't make me see reasons. He didn't make me see reasons for not doing this particular thing he didn't want me to do, right? That's another way. Another thing we are still going to talk about is feeding. In our generation, during our time, see, is anything they give you that you eat to? There's nothing like, hey, mommy, I want shawarma. No, it's pizza, I want to eat too. No, I don't want this. Is anything that they give you that you are going to eat too? Talk
and
now.
As a baby said, the first feed.
Hey.
What do you mean by she's not eating? What do you mean by he's not eating? Oh yeah, error. For those that are Yoruba, you understand what I mean by error.
If you try to force feed any Gen Z, let's even talk about Nigeria, where we are presently. Don't talk about outside the country that the child will. You understand? If you try to force feed any Gen Z, if you try to shout on any Gen Z now, don't try it.
Don't even try.
They will tell you, mommy, I'm not eating this. I don't want this fruit. I don't want
and
this.
And there's nothing you will
do about it.
You will not just take it. See, this my Jasmine sometimes, even if I now force it on say, take now. She will take it and then she will vomit it out.
She might even spit it on your face and she will spit it in her mouth. She spit it on my. Then when you give her what she will say, that she will collect it. She's looking at me. Am I lying? See, another thing is that aspect of baiting. The way they bait us then. They put us in between legs like this and.
No, babe, it's like all Nigerian mothers, they went to the same school. I don't understand.
Share your thoughts.
Do you know that time that they will say, hold the wall, then now raise your leg up. When you want to wash your leg.
Scrub.
You hold the wall, put both hands on the wall, and then they raise your leg up to wash the back of your leg. Do you remember?
If you have the same similar experience, share your thoughts. Comment. Don't just watch this video and swipe and just laugh and just smile. Jasmine, what is it? What is it?
She wants to feature. She's feeling.
Okay, another thing is, I don't know if it happened to I don't know if it happened to girls, but to boys, we used to bedwet. This is how it happened. Like Gen Z don't even do that now. I don't think Gen Z don't do that. Like we go and play, roll tire, play in the afternoon, we go and play ball after school, play. Whenever we come back at time, daddy will beat us. So you lie down there. He will beat me. I used to remember. This man, did he hate me? Did he actually? Is he my dad? Like, and all that. So we play in the afternoon. This is how it is to have TV. When we sleep in the night, to be as if I'm playing ball. And I say, let me go and ease myself. That's how I just do it. Our parents made us feel so bad about it. Very, very bad about it. If a Gen Z is bedwetting, babe, they'll carry the Gen Z to the hospital. Or the mom will say, my son, don't bedwet. This one, I'll wake you up. The mother will wake up 10 times in the midnight. You cannot shout. You cannot
This even reminded me of
You cannot spank the child anyhow. You cannot beat the child anyhow. The way our parents dealt with us during our own time.
But this even reminded me of when it's not, this one is not even about my parents. You mentioned birthday. I remember that I went to greet someone. We went for summer break that we usually have on holiday. So we went to someone's house for holiday.
Continue.
So I went to someone's house for holiday. That's why I just oh my god. I woke up and I found out that I already went.
So girls do used to bedwet.
I was around 10 then. 10, 11. So I was so ashamed of myself. So in the morning, the woman now came and noticed that already. She now said, at your age, kilo day, Eric Patik Poju, kini come. So when it was in the evening, I came back from work. It was at the dining. She now said, yeah, go and apologize for what you did. Oh my god, so I feel like the ground should open up and swallow me. That's anytime they ask me what's the most embarrassing event of your life, that is just what I always remember. Imagine what happened to me at the age of 10, 11, and I'm still feeling embarrassed about it till now. It was still embarrassing, I tell you. Okay, so there's one other thing one thing is that about career paths. Let children
we're going to
choose their career path. I remember that my younger brother, he loves drawing. He loves how do I put it? there are things in the house that he loves to lose them and see what is going. But the most thing is, I noticed from a younger age that he's talented in the aspect of drawing. Victor can so draw. My dad made sure he killed that talent in that boy. And look at what people are doing with art. When I see what people are till today, my brother still have this drawing sheet too. But because he could not my dad is the one my dad beats most among all of us. Used to beat him like kilo day in the aspect of if you see him drawing like this. Drawing was even a sin.
Glasses is not a toy now.
Mama.
Yeah. So at the aspect of
drawing
that,
became like a sin.
you have to follow me again. She wants to remove
And
my
I know
glasses.
that, but now he studied mechanical engineering and he feels good with it though. But if they allow him to have, he could do it as together with this.
Yeah.
He could learn, go to somewhere and
He could
learn.
have
Doesn't have to be
probably develop
that he go to
himself
school.
more.
He would have developed himself. He would have even been making money from it.
Mama.
Like he's so talented in drawing. But they beat drawing out of him.
Yeah, so I want to add something to that. Like, our parents are practically changed our career path. They will say, no, do you know why dad told me that you spoiled a lot of electronics in this house? See, I was so inquisitive, right? Very, very inquisitive. I would say, this radio, what is sounding inside the radio? How did they put, babe, listen, I don't think I've ever told you this. I say, how did they open this radio and put human being inside? This television that we used to go and watch now, because we didn't grow up to watch TV, right? So how did they put human being inside this TV? How did they put this inside this? I was so inquisitive, very, very. I say, and once you can, you are inquisitive about that. I will now open TV, open the chargeable lamp, you know all those old rechargeable lamp, everything. And I say, it's electric, you must study, and his mentality is electric that you must study before you can.
Because he like electrical stuff.
You've spoiled a lot of radio and this thing in this house, so it's electric, you must study. You must study. Like, that's how our parents, they were, like, even when I gained admission, babe, after I left the Polytechnic, I was studying elect. I gained admission to another engineering course, not elect. My dad said, no, the day a friend called me that the admission list is out too. Your name is not elect in another engineering course. The guy said, my dad said, no, that admission is not for you. Me, I'm not, you are the one that will pay your school fees. Can you imagine? No. I'm not. It's elect. You want to study. You must study.
Wow.
Before they now later convinced him. You cannot force that on Gen Z. Come on, Jasmine. You cannot force just on Gen Z, right? You have to allow them to choose whatever they want. Allow them to choose whatever she wants.
I need to touch the screen.
You understand? So that is it. Like, share your thoughts too in the comment section. Share what your experience was when you were younger, growing up, the way your parents forced a lot of things on you. You cannot try it with children nowadays again, right, babe? So what we are trying to say in essence is allow your children to choose. We actually didn't regret some of the actions our parents, because it's the way they understand, it's the way they feel they could do things. That is the way they did it. That's the way they related with us, right?
Yeah.
But we grew up and then we later understood that actually these parents loved us. Because then, I didn't know that they actually loved us. I was like, why? They're always spanking me, beating me. You can even correct a child. Do you know you can correct a Gen Z by just shouting? Just say, the baby will start, the boy will start crying, or will feel, okay, don't do this again. This way you can even correct a child with love. I used to say, the way at which you correct a child depends on if the child will change or not. You can shout on a child, you can beat a child, and the child will, is it not more than beating? Yeah. Beat me. Stretch your hand.
Child will get used to beating.
That
like,
is it.
That
but there are some other ways. There are some other ways. Do you know, my mom was a teacher. My mom must be on table 2 today. If you not, after school, she would say you not eat. All those things really helped me, right? But she would lock me up in the room and say, I'll be reading multiplication table 2. Tomorrow is 3. See, I cannot be teaching other people's children.
Babe, as you're mentioning those things, it's making my memory. Like, I remember how I learned pineapple. I thought I've told you before.
No.
My God. The way I learned pineapple, I can never forget. I learned pineapple with catarrh running down my nose. My mom would say she thought she was a teacher too, so she taught us how to spell P-I-N-E.
Pineapple.
Then she now taught me apple separately. So she now say, oh yeah, spell pine. I will spell pine. Spell apple, but spell apple. Join it together. Voila, don't come. It's like that one I say, kilo, this, you say, tomatoes. And I say, oh yeah, pronounce it, say, melamito. That's the way my own is. Spell pine, I'll spell pine. Spell apple, I'll spell apple. Now join it together.
It's because of the fear she instilled.
I had fear because
she didn't teach you.
You know, I know it, but I'm not sure because I don't want to be beaten.
Yes,
the thing is right there.
Exactly.
And I'm like, hey, what if I say it and it's not right?
But you can train a child with love. You can actually, they could have as well applied other method that could help us.
Yeah.
But they didn't see it. But we got to know that they eventually love us. What are we saying in essence is that
child training
very
needs patience, calmness.
And every child is unique.
It's not that because we have not trained one like that before, but we are speaking out of our own experience as a child.
Yes, it was when we grew up, we actually know that they could have as well trained us in a better way to convince us instead of enforcing their own how would I put it, their own belief on us. So that is just it.
And then one thing is that our parents, like one other thing, let me chip in, that you should not do not compare children.
Yeah.
Do not compare children because the brain development is different. What this child like is different from what this child, and what this child will be tomorrow is different from what the other child will be tomorrow. When I was growing up, there's one lady, I don't know if she would stumble on this video about cutting of ugu. Before I learned how to cut ugu, my mom will tell me, hey, Victoria Udo, if you see the way she cuts ugu, I was so impressed. Ask my husband now, when I cut ugu for you, in fact, you will think that you almost say I should go to the market and go and do, because the thing got me annoyed. It's not as if it was what motivated me to do it. No, I felt so sad and it made me feel low of myself. But I decided to do it for her so that I can stop hearing that comparison. So that's why I decided to learn it. But it affected my mentality.
Because she didn't use
the right method to tell me how to do it. She wasn't patient too. She wasn't patient enough. What she told me was that if you see Victoria Udo, the way she cut to, do you hear Udo? Mommy, do you hear Udo? I'm Yoruba. The way they used to do their vegetables is different too. Maybe you know that they are good at it. She's called Victoria Udo. Is their this thing? It's their pattern. But every time, Victoria Udo is good. If you see the way the girl helps her mom in the kitchen, if you see the way the girl cuts this thing,
child to another child.
Please, it's not good though. It's not good. I know it's out of. She want me to. She feels like if she do it, I will be. But she's not thinking about the consequence, and that's because they are not aware of all these things. Now that we are aware, please let's try not to. We have so many children walking about damaged. We are Christians because Christ has helped us. She wants to be touching that. Christ has helped us to model us and make us who we are today. Make us a better person of ourselves. So, but we have a lot of children, a lot of adults that their childhood was damaged. Their personality was damaged. They are not who they are supposed to be. They are not bold enough of who they are. That's because of how their childhood was. Even though they had parents that loved them.
Let your child get close to you. Let your child be able to tell. That's why your child will be able to tell you a lot of things. Like I told you, if you didn't watch that part, please watch it. I said I couldn't tell my parents a lot of things because of the way they were so hard on me. I felt they didn't love me. But they actually loved me because they could go any length for my education, right? But they felt that's the best method they felt they could train us. So that's just it. That's just it about child training. Thank you guys for watching.
Even we did not know that we so much enjoyed this conversation.
We actually enjoyed
it,
seriously.
We enjoyed it.
Wait, if we keep talking.
Yeah, it's plenty.
But guys, I don't want to believe you watched this video to this point and you didn't subscribe to this channel.
See, Jasmine, have you heard that?
Jasmine, tell them that they subscribe to this channel.
That's what she's saying. Subscribe. Mama, tell them to press. Wait, see now. press that button. Yeah, press it for them.
Subscribe to this channel, like, share your comments. We love you guys. We're coming big for you guys.
We love you.
Promise. We love you.
We don't forget this thing to begin.
Just do it.
So we'll do it now.
Not just me clap for them. Just me clap. Just me clap. Clap for them.
Clap, clap,
Tell
clap.
them.
Yeah. Clap, 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 clap.
Let her clap. Clap now. So thank you guys. See you in our next video.
Bye.